ask me no questions, I tell you no lies. You can ask me anything, but if you fire that gun, I'm going to fire back. You already know that. All my people up here, y'all know who I am. Y'all know what I am. I was through with it before you knew what to do with it. It's not a game. I got a special guest here tonight. Introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. StephModelChic in the house.
StephModelChic, y'all can check her out.
Right here. StephModelChic.
Okay. Right now, we got a topic tonight. You know what I mean? I know everybody in the house. And it's COVID-19. You know what I mean? And we want to give you some type of knowledge of what's going on out here. Right? Everybody been isolated, social distant, or whatever. And just trying to enlighten you on this session of what's going on.
Yeah, I don't believe in this right here, so.
Okay. You don't believe in it? Why you don't believe in it? You don't want to wear it? So let me take it off. Why you don't want to wear it? Tell the people. Look at the camera.
I don't want to wear it because,
tell the people why.
Because they told you to.
Because they told you to.
You can't do everything based on what people tell you to do. You got to do your research, and I just don't believe in it. It's not true.
Okay. What type of research did you do?
Type of research?
Yes.
Got my information from alternative sources besides the news.
Besides the news.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that news is media that is mind control?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
I can go with that. So with these masks that we wear, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody walk around with masks or whatever. We talking about COVID-19, right? Mm-hmm. With the people that walk around with masks, right? When a lot of stores won't let you in without this, right?
Right.
So with them not letting you in without a mask, you can't go in the stores or whatever. Food is going well. Do you think we're going to become a third world country?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
So
I believe that it's going to be like one high class, one low class. Like no more middle class. It's either you got it or you don't.
Okay.
That's what it's going to be.
So with the people that's wearing masks or whatever, right? Because with these masks, some people have asthma, different things. You have asthma.
I have asthma.
Yeah, you have asthma. Like even when I put this on, it's like cut my breathing, makes my glasses fall, this and that, or whatever, right? So even with the mask and cutting the communication gap, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you know anything about David Icke?
David Icke? Yes.
Yeah, David Icke. Mm-hmm. What do you know about him? Because some of these things.
What do you know about him?
Yeah.
Since you brought him up, what you know about him?
I know a little about him, but I know it's a lot of things that he predicted. And what this topic, what we talking about, you know, if people don't know, they could Google it or whatever and know what's going on in the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? And why the things are set up. Have you ever seen Donald Trump with a mask on?
No, not until what? Like
Thank
last
you.
week he wore it for the first time?
Yeah, okay.
But you know, Trump know what he talk about though. Don't nobody want to listen because they are trained.
But they glued to the tube.
Ignore him.
They train mind control, right?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
He's made out to be a fool. Who wants to listen to a fool, right? But
exactly.
if you actually listen, then
yeah,
you get some insight.
All right. So I have another question for you, right? So with the COVID-19, right?
That don't mean I'm a Trump supporter, though.
Okay. All right. Exactly. So with the COVID-19, right?
Right.
It's like everybody. I just feel bad for the children. Like it has this good and it has this bad. Some parents are home with kids, right?
Right.
That the parent is not educated. They can't educate the kids, right? Now they're learning to be a family unit. And some of the parents know that the teacher's not lying, that the kids can't read. The kids know their parents can't read.
Right.
So what do you say about the parents that's not educated, that's stuck home with their kids, that's not used to being with their kids? You understand? They're not checking homework, this and that. They're not making the kids read a book. They're playing a game. Different things, different scenarios. You know what I mean? So now the kid is home. they're not used to being with this kid. Usually, the average kid, when they go to school, they get up, they go to school, right? When they go to school, they're at school probably maybe 8 o'clock. When they get home, it's 3 o'clock.
Right.
So they probably had breakfast, lunch, or whatever. They come home, they might get a snack. The parents cooking dinner or whatever. Then it's all over again. You talk. And then the next thing is you're going to have dinner, and you're going to bed. But now the kids is home. They're not active, right? They're not going to parks. They're not going here, there. So now they're in the refrigerator. A lot of parents lost their jobs and stuff like that.
Right.
So the kids is eating more in the refrigerator. They're like, oh, I'm hungry. They want snacks. They're hungry. So the parents like, I lost my job. I'm on a budget. See, you're not in daycare. I'm at work. I can't take you to daycare. The daycare is not open, so you're home all day. Some parents have the option of working home, and some parents have to go home. They have to, like, sacrifice because now it's a difference. They going to work. And, like, if they have a spouse and they could sacrifice, it's a different story. But what about the women or men that have children that have to go to work and they don't have no daycare for their kids?
So they lost their jobs.
They lost their job.
You had to lose your job if you ain't got a daycare, unless you got like a babysitter. But
yeah, okay. So this what I'm saying. Now they're talking about opening back up the schools. Kids, their immune system is very strong.
As they should. They should open all the schools.
Because these kids need to be educated. Some of the parents can't educate these kids at home. They don't have knowledge. I mean.
Well, right now the kids are just being like reprogrammed.
Yeah, exactly. So now when the kids go back to school, when they go back to school, they're going to see
they're going to be like
parents
6 feet apart
or whatever.
Stuff.
Yeah,
it won't ever be the same.
But kids, it's hard because kids are at their most active stage of life. They're energetic. They want to move. They want to touch everything. Hey, I ain't seen my friend in a long time. You back to school. So how can you actually tell a kid, like, because you don't know what's going on in somebody else's home. You understand? So when this kid come to school, you don't know what's going on in their home, if their parents is nasty or this and that. I know you're a mom, so I know you know. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it makes a big difference in what's going on in the world. But people are so much in game, and sometimes they glued to the tube, and they don't understand, and they don't have knowledge. Just like when I just learned, like, the numbers that they were giving up at first. People were dying, they was giving up all these numbers. And you're seeing on the news this and that. But they weren't telling you the people, a lot of people had it and beat it or whatever. But we know it's a game. Right? But at the same time, once this guy got killed by the police officer, people were protesting all over the world.
They didn't say
where's the numbers?
About,
where's the numbers?
Everybody should have been dying left and right.
Yeah, so where's the numbers? So they saying the aftermath numbers came. So one time, I was, you know, on Facebook, I went to protest this and that. I had a friend of mine asked me, why are you doing this, right? But he was from a third world country. So I said to him, because of what's going on, this has been going on a long time. I said, you might have been in this America 20 years, right? But you don't know American history. If it wasn't for the history in America, you have to, in order to understand America, and this goes for everybody. I've been to different countries. You check my Facebook, I've been to different countries. My people up there that know me, y'all know me. People from Brooklyn, all that, shout out to Brooklyn. I've been to different countries. I've been to Jamaica, Trinidad, Venezuela, different places, Dominican Republic. But at the same time, when I went to these countries, I went in resort, but I also went in the hood, and I seen the difference in the price of living. And when I came back to America, I thank God for America. You understand? So at the same time, what I'm saying to you, my friend, when he said that to me, he's like, why are you going out there? And I explained American history to him. I explained about reparations, and he didn't understand it. And I said, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a Malcolm X, a Martin Luther King, this and that. You would not be here. You understand? I had a guy in the store tell me, you don't have a passport. You can't go to my country.
All right, Black, but I thought we was talking about COVID-19.
We talking about COVID-19, but why I'm going to COVID-19, why I'm saying this is because of the simple fact it corresponds with when I'm telling them about COVID-19.
Understood
they didn't understand it.
How America is ran.
and
then
what
they
it
will
was.
understand the
But
propaganda going on right
the
now.
propaganda. So I'm trying to
Okay.
give them knowledge of what's going on in America and what's going on with the American government and why they are trained because they're looking glued to the tube and looking at the tube and thinking that this is what's really going on. But it's all game. The numbers that they're putting up is not right. You have to do research. You have to know what's going on. You understand? Because, I mean, it's I've been in the street. It's people that's running up and down the street, smoking crack, smoking weed, all type of nights going
And
everywhere.
they're not dying.
They're not dying. The people at home are dying. So why these people are dying at home? Do you want to elaborate on that? So that's my
I mean,
thing.
a lot of people didn't get care during the lockdown. They was telling people not to come to the hospitals, and
The hospitals were shut
so
down.
a lot of people were scared to
this and
go
that.
needed care, like older people.
But
So
it
now
was
they
mostly
dying?
older people dying because of their immune system. You understand? But at the same time, they're not basically telling us what's really going on. Because we glued to the tube. The blind can't lead the blind. They're going to fall in the hole. So they're not basically telling us what's going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if, like they said, if you don't want somebody to know something, especially a black man, if you put it in a book, they're not going to read it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's all about having knowledge of self. You have to read. You have to educate yourself. You have to educate your kids. And I'm a strong believer, apples don't fall far from the tree.
Right.
You understand? So, what that tree is, with that apple that came off that tree, because we all have things that's embedded in us from our mothers, our fathers, whatever. And that's going to stay with us to the day we die. You know what I mean? So if your mom or your dad taught you family first, that's who's first. It's simple. And I mean, even women with kids, your kids is first. No man, nobody. I mean, for some men, the same thing. Your kids is first. You understand? But it's all about, I say it's two type of people in this world. Some that was raised and some that was brought up. And you could tell the difference between somebody that's raised and brought up. But back to what we saying about the COVID-19, right? With the mask, with the social distancing and stuff like that. It's like but it's hard.
Use
like
this mask as a fan.
Yeah, like where I'm from in New York, right?
Right.
You can't keep New Yorkers in the house. It's impossible. You understand?
no.
It's summertime. They're going out, they're going to have cookouts. So you took away all the activity and everything like that. You understand? So they're not staying in the house. Even here in NC, some people, they want to do what they want to do. They're not staying in the house. Clubs, everything is closed.
Right.
So after all this is over, what do we do? People waiting on stimulus check, stimulus check, stimulus check. Some people can't pay their rent. Some people, they're just basically stuck. And there's not going to be no money soon, right? I don't think so. You see, they took all this, all the quarters, right? They say about the quarters. There's no silver. That's silver. So they took the silver away. When you know banks
Pretty
not
soon,
to have silver.
it's going to be no more cash.
No cash.
Digital.
And you can tell,
All
and
digital.
people's not aware of this. So now, when you're doing social distance, right? When you go in the store, they have, you stand here, right? That social distancing is basically for face recognition.
Right.
You understand? So when they got face recognition, when you step up, they already know who you are. You understand?
Right.
So now they say they have something for COVID-19. Which
For
they
the
want you to
vaccine?
a vaccine. Do you know anything about the vaccine?
I don't want to know anything about that
You
vaccine.
don't want to know.
I'm
Me neither,
good.
right? But I mean, the whole thing is.
I know a lot of people are going to be scared. They're going to take it because
but that's
when
the
wintertime
fear.
comes, like when the fall get here, cases is going to rise because everybody gets sick in the wintertime. Everybody's kids get sniffles and stuff. So they're going to say,
Jack, you see any comments there?
everybody has COVID-19.
You don't have your phone. I wanted to see the comments. So some people that might want to ask you something about COVID-19
over there.
comments.
Right now, you have no comments.
Okay, no
well.
comments. So that's good. So anyway, we're going to move from COVID-19 to people trying to have business, build themselves up, different things, But we just wanted to come up there, just brief. I had Stephanie ModelChic here,
StephModelChic.
StephModelChic to build up. So I'm going to let StephModelChic go, and then we're going to do some pretty. You heard? And let Steph want to stick around with pretty. You know what I mean? So we finished with that. But now, let's go with some pretty shit. You heard? Now, you already know my motive. You can't not spell the game without me. You heard?
Right.
G-A-M-E.
Yeah,
whatever you do is come back to me, huh? You been around too long. That model getting hot in this mode. She's getting hot here. But listen here. What I'm saying to y'all is this. You can fire your gun, I'm going to fire mine. You understand? It is what it is. I plays no games. Y'all know my tongue is a sword. I don't give a shit. I mean, it's just who it is, what it is. You know what I mean? But shout out to my people in NC. Shout out to my Brooklyn mob. Y'all already know what it is.
Shout out to Philly.
Oh, Philly. Oh, shout out to my Philly people, too.
And Western PA.
Oh, PA. Bow, bow, bow.
215.
215,
724.
718. You know what I mean? Well, it is what it is. And I want to shout out to African King Productions. African King, he's somewhere around here. I won't introduce him, but he's somewhere
where's
else.
the man at?
Where's
Where'd
the
he
man
go?
at? Yeah, the man is outside somewhere or whatever. But I have a thing I wanted to talk about as far as what I did yesterday with the big women, with the ladies. What they was talking about men that walk around with a bunch of money in their pocket, 5,000, 10,000,
Trying to show off.
Trying to show off. What do you think of that? Yeah, see, what do you think of that, Steph?
I think they broke for real.
You think they broke?
Or they just got that and they ain't never had that, so they just, they got to flaunt.
They flaunt,
because
they flaunt.
I know, like, especially when I'm balling or, like, when I got money, like, I don't even tell nobody. Like, I don't even show it off or nothing. I just be on the low, like, I don't even answer my phone sometimes.
You know what? I'm going to ask you a question that I asked the other girls yesterday, right? What do you think about a girl, right?
Yeah.
That's constantly, they sleeping around, sleeping with different guys. They have a coochie. So we had a topic yesterday. You got a coochie and you broke.
And you,
Why would you be sleeping with all these guys you broke? Especially if you have kids and stuff like that. You say you got good coochie. Why you broke? Tell me that.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, talk about it. Don't be afraid. I mean, that's the topic we had yesterday with the other two girls, Leah and Chelsea.
That's reckless. Some girls just like to fuck, though.
Some girls just like to fuck.
Some girls like to have sex. So
and
they don't care if they're going to get paid or not.
There's nothing wrong with that. But if you having sex with multiple partners and then you go over here, you don't have a cigarette, or you can't feed your kids.
The priorities is fucked up. She should have got paid.
There you go. That's what Chelsea said. Your priorities is fucked up.
That's what Chelsea said.
I mean, home money is show money. You know what I mean? I respect hoes that get money. You getting paid, cool. But I mean, if you're not getting paid, you have kids home, this and that, you got a wet coochie and no money. I mean, it doesn't serve a purpose. Everybody loves sex. There's nothing wrong with being horny, having sex or whatever.
Right.
But if you're living with your mother, you got a child, you ain't stacking that money to get you an apartment or nothing like that.
Priorities is fucked up. Some people get so comfortable living off of other people.
Living off of other people. What you call them? Leeches, right?
Yeah.
They leeches.
Fucking leeches.
You know what I mean? But some women are like...
And users. Ain't that what your friend told you?
Yeah, users. Straight users. Because, some women... You can buy your own weed. You can buy your own beer. I mean, that's literally nothing. You know what I mean? You're somebody that could buy you something that you can't buy. You know what I mean? Like, even with guys, like, y'all fucking the game up. I'm telling you. You fucking the game up. And it ain't tricking if you got it. And don't say I'm hating. There's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? I done spent a few dollars on a chick, but I guarantee you it came back tenfold. And nothing is wrong with that. But when you out here, it's an investment. If you got a chick that you're investing in, that's cool because something's gonna come back to you. But literally out here like with these, I can't even say it. I mean, you got men, you got women. I don't even want to say like I say, ain't no filter anyway. Bum ass chick, like professional beggars. They every time you see them, they're begging. They want a blunt, they want a beer. Get your fucking life. It's simple. Why you don't have that? And then some of y'all got children. What's on your yo? I'm not used to this.
I can't
and see, I'm not used to. I'm used to. That's what brides who get money. Y'all know my character. Y'all know me. It's pretty. Yeah. But the whole thing is, I hate a professional beggar. Right. Stop begging. You know what I mean? If somebody got something for you, bring something to the table to bring to the table. It's just simple. You understand? But when you every time somebody see you, a guy see you, and you constantly begging, you're gonna run his ass away. You don't stand a chance. Cause every time you got that Janet Jackson shit in you, what you done for me lately, it's bullshit. You know what I mean? Fair exchange ain't a robbery. And I believe in that. You take care of me, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. It's just simple. But all that shit, you women, like a lot of women, they fought for independent rights. Oh, I'm independent, I make my own money. But I guarantee you, the average woman that making 6 figures, she's so cocky, she don't got no man. Why? Because I'm a boss. I make more than you or this and that. That's your man. Hold him down. Right. It's just simple. It's just simple because if he's on this level and you was here, he bring you up. I tell you, this goes out to a lot of them stars out there. Y'all always go to Hollywood. You should go Hollywood. I would rather get me a girl in the projects in 14D, and I'm a millionaire. I know she's gonna appreciate me more. I don't want none of them chicks in Hollywood. I don't want none of them chicks in Hollywood. They're not gonna appreciate
run through
you.
your bag.
They're not gonna appreciate you. It's just simple. You know what I mean? So now, you done sold your soul. You got it fine. She ain't telling that joke. She ain't play no football, no basketball, nothing. And she running off for the bag. You a sucker. You a real sucker. You sweet like bear meat, and it's simple. And I'm giving it to you raw. You know what I mean? Y'all need to stop, man. Go in the hood and get a good sister. Build her up. You know what I mean? Build the sister up. And I guarantee you, she's going to appreciate you. Them chicks in Hollywood don't appreciate nobody. You feel me? Look at Cardi B. Stripper, all that. Look at the numbers she doing now. Look at the level she at. You understand? But real is real. But what I'm going to say, we about to go to a commercial. We about to cut this. If it ain't pretty, it ain't TV. Pretty ain't. Pretty is, pretty ain't. Pretty ain't shit if you can't cash it at the bank. Trust me. So I ain't looking for hookers. I'm looking good lookers, looking for big hookers. You heard? It is what it is. Don't let a pretty face fool you. You know what I mean? Even if you get you a big old woman that's going to appreciate you, that's what it's about. You understand? Because, let me tell you something. Even for you women, you think you pretty, you got nice titties, nice ass, this and that. 20 years, I give you 20 years, maybe 10. See if that motherfucker look at you the same way and love you the same way. You're going to find another young motherfucker just like you, and you out the door. You done. So, I mean, use what you got to get what you want. Huh? You want to talk to her.
That's how P. Diddy is.
That's how P. Diddy is. Oh, we ain't gonna blow him, yo. But at the end of the day, Jack, can we go to commercial or something? Can we go to commercial or something? Yeah. All right, take me out. Bing, bing, bing. I had a piss.
All right, cool. I need to